Now, in a draft where almost every team somehow got a fantastic prospect from first overall to even the 31st overall, this draft was loaded. And somehow, at the end of all of it, and even through it, I'm saying that the Calgary Flames are one of the biggest winners from this draft this year. And it's not have anything to do with the fact that they got a fantastic player. They ended up drafting, after everything is said and done, 24th overall. They drafted Connor Zary, center out of the Kamloops Blazers in the WHL. A fantastic player who I actually thought the Jets had a shot at getting all before the COVID pandemic. And when I first started this YouTube channel, I actually made a video talking about why Connor Zary would be a perfect fit at the Jets if that's where they were projected to fall, which is in that 15 to 20 spot originally is where I thought they might pick. And then but let's figure out how they got there first. Because that's where it's interesting. You might be thinking like, oh, well, just Connor Zary. How is that a big win? The Calgary Flames were projected originally to pick at 19th. After making a deal with the New York Rangers, they went down to 21, I believe. It was 21, yes. They went down to 21. Or, no, yes, 22. My bad, excuse me. 22 they went to. And then the Rangers drafted Braden Schneider, the defenseman. I thought that was a good pick for them. I understood it, but again, why did they do that? I thought the Flames in that spot for sure would pick Connor Zary. Then we get to the 22nd pick where the Flames are then. They make another trade with the Washington Capitals, and they move down again. Washington takes Hendrix Lapierre, another center where we thought that would be a great fit on the Calgary. Why are they moving down? And then after 23, which was Philadelphia taking Tyson Foster, I realized what they were doing. They just got 2 free third-rounders and the guy they wanted in the draft by just trading back because they were able to manage and call and figure out what was going to happen, and they were able to use that to their advantage, get the guy they wanted, and get some picks. Because going into this, Calgary didn't know if they were going to have a third or not. It all depended on whether or not Edmonton and all this stuff going into tomorrow. So that was such genius of them to go out and get 2 free thirds, I believe 79th and 80th, if I'm not mistaken, and then you end up getting the guy you want at the end of all of that. This is how I say drafting should be done every year if you are in a situation like Calgary where you can know you can get the guy you want. Moving down is never a bad thing, especially if you're confident in your guy you want. And it's exactly what they were. I can say, as someone who has watched Connor Zary and who's a big fan of Connor Zary, I think his upside is great. I think his game will complement the Calgary Flames' offense perfectly, especially within a few years of him really getting going. I think it'll be a perfect fit for them, and it's a great pick. And it makes sense why they wanted to go out and get Connor Zary. And people might be thinking, well, why take the risk of not taking him at 19? You have that pick, it's guaranteed, it's already yours. Why not risk it? Because Calgary was able to go in and manage and figure out what they wanted. They used their phones. They realized that New Jersey was going to be taking a defenseman. That's why the Rangers made that trade. The Rangers wanted Braden Schneider, and they knew that the Devils were going to take them. Because of that, Calgary knew that those 2 picks there would not be Connor Zary. Then you get into Columbus. I think with Columbus, it came down to the fact that Kekalainen knew what the guy he wanted, and he was fine with that because I don't think anyone else was really going to take Chickenov right there. But then you get to 22, makes sense. They know they want Connor Zary. Washington wants Hendrix Lapierre. They make the swap. And then they contact Philly. They figure out that Philly is going to most likely be taking a winger. They don't need another center. Makes sense that Zary drops. They get him at 24. It all just clicked out perfectly. It was just really well done management from everyone involved with the Calgary organization. I have to give them huge props for what they were able to do here. It's a fantastic, fantastic move for if you're a GM to be able to go out and manage your pick precisely enough to get the guy you want and get assets on top of it. It's almost like something you'd see in a complicated movie about the NHL draft, trading down, getting the guy you want, all this drama happening, but it's exactly what drafting and the draft day should all be about. Talking, communication, wheeling and dealing, and it was done perfectly. They were able to get assets that aren't expensive but are really good underrated assets, third-round picks this year for nothing, and they get the guy they want without any, and everyone else in front of them ends up getting the guys they want other than maybe the Devils. I would say every other person that picked ahead of Calgary with between where they were supposed to originally and where they ended up. Everyone got what they wanted but the Devils. And even then the Devils were able to get probably the second guy they wanted on their board if Schneider was gone. And maybe Schneider wasn't even on their board because they expected him to be taken by then. Who knows what the boards look like, and that's all I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to say at the end is that what Calgary did, in my opinion, is perfectly example of how you win an NHL draft. You manage your assets, you manage your picks, you get value, you move down, you move up, you do what's best for your team, you evaluate your pick and your position and the player you want, and you figure out what to do from then. And they did that perfectly, and they were able to get the guy they wanted and 2 free third-round picks with it as well. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Do you think Connor Zary is a good pick for Calgary? Do you think it was a good move in general? Do you think it was too risky? What are your thoughts? Let me know down in that comment section down below. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this video, definitely consider dropping a subscription. We are on that road to 300 subscribers, and I would appreciate any one of you guys' support. Thank you for all the support you already show the channel. It means the world to me. With all that being said, I'm going to end the video here. Peace out. Take care. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.